Hey man, how's it going?
Roll the die. 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 Roll the die.
I think it's time for a fireball, my friend.
Roll the die. 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 It's time for Maximum Sanchez. Roll the die. Roll the die.
Would anyone care for some astral tea?
That's pretty good. Roll the die. Roll the die. Welcome to the Hall of Magnificence, where every hero is magnificent.
Today's Roll the Die.
And hello there, may the force be with you, and welcome to Roll the Die, place for crazy tabletop RPG antics. As always, I'm Ben, and I am joined, usual, by Charlie, who plays Bits, our resident badass fucking druid.
Roger, roger.
He's a bit dark at the moment because of migraines.
Yeah.
We got Mike, aka John Luke, our smuggler pilot that just lies to everyone.
And he's a mechanic.
Just makes so many rumors that usually causes someone's death or suicide.
And very lately causes fires.
Yeah, he's a pyromaniac. And finally we have Reese, our athletic bounty hunter. I can't really call you
Jedi!
Force user.
Jedi.
Force user.
Force user.
Jedi!
Who's been traumatized by our past. We're here with another episode of our Star Wars Edge of the Empire RPG named Devil's Gambit. We're on episode 24, named 2 Minutes to Midnight.
Oh yeah.
Before we start, as always, Mike, if you'd like to take over for the bookkeeping.
Bookkeeping! Starting off with our affiliates of the stream. I say bookkeeping, I currently have Notepad open on my PC. So starting off with our affiliates, we have Found Familiar Coffee, which is a coffee company within Kansas City of the US of A. If you'd like some delicious RPG-inspired coffee, I have some. It's called Initiative. It's amazing. It's very caramelly and toffee. It's mwah. If you'd like some of that, you can head over to foundfamiliar.com/roll-the-die. Pick out your coffee. Head into the checkout. The coupon code is roll-the-die, all one word, lowercase. If you'd like some of that delicious coffee, you get 10% off. Second affiliate of the evening, we have a Dice Envy for everyone who likes the rocks of math.
Math!
Hell yeah. If you would like some awesome Math of Rocks, it's like School of Rock, but Math of Rock of Math, made of gemstone, wood, resin, and metal, then you can head over to diceenvy.com/roll-the-die, pick out those rocks, head to the checkout, and the coupon code is exactly the same as Found Familiar. It's roll the die, all one word, the lowercase, and you'll get a sweet 10% off. Next affiliate is Imperial Sabers. We're only doing Imperial Sabers while we are playing Star Wars. So if you'd like an awesome hand-brushed aluminum lightsaber with some awesome effects, then you can head over, I say head over, scroll down to the About section of the channel, and you will find a lightsaber in there. If you click that, it will take you to the Imperial Sabers website, where you can pick out a lightsaber. Please only do this if you have the money. They are pretty expensive, as much as probably going to the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and building a lightsaber there yourself. But if you also did want that kind of experience as well, they do offer a build your own saber kit where they will send you the parts and you can build the saber yourself. Those three companies that I've just spoken about, they are in the US of A, so please, when ordering, watch out for your customs tax charge, because it will happen. For the UK, it's orders over £15, so just check that before purchasing. Final affiliates of the night, we have Humble Bundle. If you would like to play the awesome game that is LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, I've just realised I haven't updated the Stream Elements bot, then you can head over, if you scroll down to the Humble Bundle button in the About section, then you can purchase LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga for, I believe, $12.99?
It means the complete saga, not the Skywalker Saga. The Skywalker Saga is yet to be released.
It's the... I went onto the website and that's what it said.
Skywalker Saga includes episodes 7, 8, and 9. Complete Saga, which is the one we put, is the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy.
The complete saga. Sorry. But if you'd like to play that, then you can go to the Humble Bundle and play that for the low price of $12.99. If you do purchase it through the Humble Bundle, you will be giving money to charity. We love charities.
Which charity, indeed.
It's GamesAid, which is a UK charity that helps disabled individuals with the introduction to the gaming community and all the good perks that come with that. Also on Humble Bundle, there are, I believe, at the moment, there's still some RPG stuff going around. I haven't had a full look, but if you would like to pick up some RPG assets, usually some books as well for really random RPGs and tabletop RPGs, then you can head over to the Humble Bundle as well. We can always also make you a link for that, so if you just message the Discord being like, yo, there's something on Humble Bundle that I want, can you get me a link? We can get you a link for that, no problem at all. It literally takes us 2 seconds to make that link, and you know you'd be giving money to charity.
The RPG bundle you're thinking of is game development assets.
The stuff that I use.
Yes.
Yes.
There is currently the game bundle is called Hill COVID-19 bundle.
There you go.
5 days left.
5 days left. So if you
Got
want
a
that,
lot of games.
lot of games for many different prices. Going
There's
through the rest of the announcements.
$57 worth of awesome stuff.
Ooh. Continuing through the announcements, just because there is quite a few of them, we do have a Patreon. So if you can't afford to subscribe to us on Twitch because of the horrible Twitch prices, then you can go and subscribe to us over on the Patreon, where you'll get some awesome rewards that also translate through the Twitch subscriptions as well. So no matter where you subscribe to us from, you can get the same rewards. We also, talking of Twitch and Patreon and stuff, we do have a new emote on Twitch.
Indeed.
There's a new emote. We have bits as an emote now on Twitch. That is also available on Discord, and there is also some other emotes that are available on Discord. So, do you know what? That brings me nicely to my next announcement. Please join our Discord. If you do !Discord in chat, it'll get you a beautiful little link where you can come join us for behind the stream content. And also, if you are a Twitch subscriber or a Patreon subscriber, you'll get access to special channels with exclusive preview content. You also get to see any of our epic dice rolls that we make here at Roll the Die, and all the good stuff like that, and some other rewards. Talking about the rewards, I remembered I didn't put them into announcements or the supporter rewards. I put them into supporter announcements, which I need to change by Ben's thingy. Final announcements of the night. I'm slowly getting there. This is the final announcement. YouTube. Now, we love our YouTube channel. We love it dearly. If you want to go and watch... Please subscribe. Please. If you would like to go and watch any of our old content, talking about the Magnificent Heroes of Sharn, our level 20 dungeon, and our first Christmas special, then you can head over to the YouTube channel. Ben has put that link in the chat with the exclamation YouTube. You'll be able to see all of our past adventures, including all of the episodes of Devil's Gambit. So there's 23 episodes online on the Devil's Gambit, and all the other episodes from everything else. Talking of YouTube, talking of our channel, next Monday is our 1 year anniversary, which is hella hyped. So it's been a year since we streamed our very first episode of the Magnificent Heroes of Sharn. Who knows what happened on StreamYard, because we thought it'd be a good place to do it before we moved over to Twitch. So you'll see literally from episode 1 to episode 2, the production quality got a little bit better.
The sound quality on episode 1 though is pretty good though.
The sound quality is good. The visual quality is not.
No.
The visual quality got better at episode 2, because we actually then moved to Twitch. But we are 1 year almost. We are 4 days away from 1 year. We may be doing a giveaway potentially next stream. We'll give the details of that on the Twitter and on the Discord when we decide what the hell we're gonna do. I know we need to discuss
Maybe
that at some
yeah.
point.
Maybe
But
we
you
will.
guys will find out soon enough. But we'd like to just very quickly thank everyone for your support. We love you all very dearly. We would definitely not be here without you guys. So big love and all the good shit. Apart from that, that's all of the announcements of this evening. Sorry that we didn't stream yesterday. I had some personal things to deal with, like commitments. But we're here now.
Birthdays.
Birthdays and drinking. There you go. There you go, Trey. That answers your question from earlier. When did I last drink? It was last night. But apart from that, obviously, we would not be playing Star Wars if we didn't have an opening crawl. So we will now run episode 24's opening crawl, written by the lovely Charlie. So we'll roll it right now for you guys. Please enjoy. Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed the opening crawl there, written by Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. Written and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten.
It kept lagging, apparently, for some reason.
It kept lagging, and it was
It's
also
like,
5 paragraphs long.
Can you make it shorter? It's like, okay.
We probably realised it was lagging because Mike was
My
screen sharing it.
browser was also open for many moons, so we had
And
to
had
50
about
tabs open.
20 tabs open.
yeah. But it's all good now.
Anyway,
Ben.
we the crawl actually opens into the episode perfectly because, as those that saw it would remember, the end of last. So we literally start off like a few seconds before the fade to black,
Irene.
as John Luke reached out and touched Irene on the shoulder.
Irene, I have something to tell you.
Where is my sister, John? Where is she?
You know
What's
she's
in
dead.
the box?
You know she's dead.
As I put my hand on Irene's shoulder and say that, I lift my data pad, which has the eradication contract, open, and I just... yeah.
I'd take it off of him. What's this? Is this something we got from the... Oh.
You don't see your sister's name, but the description of the target matches your sister perfectly.
Did you read it?
I skim read it.
It was less of a mission report, more of just sort of like, it's a bare bone. It has bare bones. It's barely got any information on it. It does say target eliminated. Yeah.
Like she's just a number to them. Like she wasn't a real person.
I am not a number. I am a free
We have to
man.
get.
That just reminds me of the woman on
I
X
am
Factor.
letters and numbers.
First of all, not a number. I'm a human being. I'm a music coach. Bless her soul. She's also
have to
dead.
We have to get this guy. We have to get this guy. We have to make him pay, not just for Mara, but for everyone on this list. Is it how extensive is the list?
I
Like,
start
of people that he's gone after?
swiping.
Yeah, as you're swiping, you just see sort of one. Like you get to the bottom of the list, and John Luke's name's that.
John, your name is on here.
Ben,
You know that,
fuck.
right?
What is this? Was this that Destiny point that you flipped last episode?
No.
Why is my name here?
I don't know why your name's here.
The 13th brother was the one that tried to assassinate you, remember?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, what does it say next to his
Yeah,
name?
what does it say next to my name?
Have a look.
Result unconfirmed.
But does it have like a? Is there any reason for the mission or any list of crimes or?
Did my family send this assassin?
You notice it says external external contract.
Any location to where it came from?
Your family might have put this here.
No, they haven't put much detail on this.
I don't think this is the kind of.
If you got you got clandestine like
This is just-
assassinations going
this
on,
is
you don't
just-
really wanna.
Yeah, this is just, as I said, it's bare bones. There's not really much info on any of these.
I guess they really didn't want any kind of trail whatsoever. But John, if your name's on here, if your family did manage to get, these Inquisitors, they look like they're very loyal to the Empire. Like, these guys are high up. Like, your family's got to have some swing with the Empire to get them involved.
Well, they do run one of the biggest, one of the biggest spice mines on Kessel.
Yeah, but spice is illegal. Why would the Empire care about that?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe they got a lot of money, but
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, you haven't been with your family
when
for
I
years,
first met, when I first met you, you didn't strike me as someone who comes from money.
I haven't seen them for years. Not
Even
since I
then.
left that blasted place.
Kessel really that bad?
No, the
You
family
left
are
when
just
you
that
were
bad.
like, you left when you were like what, 18?
18 years old, rebellious, shooting 2 family members and stealing a ship.
And you're probably, and it's probably been about like quite a few years since then.
Yeah.
Like, how old is John Luke?
23. So about
Yeah,
five,
so
about 5 years.
I'm trying to. Okay, I need to. This actually, that's funny. I'm trying to remember how. Irene is older than you.
Bits is older than both of you.
I'm the youngest, and I have
the
I have the ship.
As just a general sort of fun fact, Irene is 26.
Do you know what I
canonically.
find quite funny? You've been taking orders from a lesser.
Not really. So I wouldn't really say take orders, more sort of like a mutual need to survive.
Sure.
Also, if you make a useful suggestion, I'm not going to shoot it down, John. I mean, like,
If it's useful.
it's just usually a big if. Like, you know, the time you flew us into a squadron of TIE fighters.
Hey,
I'm sorry, 2 squadrons.
hey, we survived that.
Skin of our teeth.
And then we wiped out an Empire assault on the Vox binary base. Well, I say we, it was more bits.
Again,
But
I have to reiterate, Bits and the droids did that. We helped.
yes. But
Barely.
also, I've been very useful because I've been taking you everywhere.
Oh, John, I'm not saying you're not useful. I'm just like, I was just surprised that you're this young. You don't look 23.
Oh, it's probably a fair few years of running from the Empire, and we lost Ben for a second. Running
Yeah,
from the
I'm trying to
Empire and all the shit that came with that.
There we go.
It's been a tough few years. You know?
Yeah, I think we've all had a bit of a tough time of it, to be honest. Shit. Well, we should try and act on this information, I guess. Although, I think
You're still docked on Coruscant at this point, by the way.
We're on Coruscant.
I think we should try and.
Yeah, you're still docked. You've done all the shopping you needed because we.
I think maybe we
time-lapsed
should
it.
try and build up.
But up what?
I was gonna say, I think we should head somewhere that we can get geared up. We can get supplies. Like, I'm not talking like food and water and stuff. I'm talking like
An army.
we want to make sure we're kitted out before we go after 13th Brother.
You want an army?
I don't want an army.
They
No,
have,
that'd be
well, we have an army. They have a 13th brother.
was gonna say-
They
No,
have an
I
inquisitor.
believe it's they have an army. We have
A force user.
a murder bot.
A murder bot.
I'm more scared. I'm more scared. I'd be more scared going up against Bits than I would against me.
No, literally, it'd be like the 13th brother is like, I have an army. We have a crazed fucking a murder bot.
Oh no, he's not crazed. He's
Oh,
he's
I'm
very
afraid
intelligent.
I'm
as
meant
fuck.
to kill.
Or we just change it up completely. The 13th brother, I have an army. So do we!
On your
Oh.
left.
On your left.
In terms, I mean, I like the idea, John, and I don't know if an army's the right way to go with this. Like, if we're going to get close enough to him, we really don't want to draw attention to ourselves. Plus, the only army I actually know that would be willing to help us is Vox Binary, and I don't really want to get them involved in this.
I mean, they've already been entangled with the Empire. Once.
Yeah, and it didn't go well for them.
No, there was a lot of casualties.
Many of them are not combat ready.
No.
Plus, it seems kind of,
Do you know what just popped into my head?
at least to me. What's that?
Let's get down to business. We're gonna do a freaking training montage with all the droids.
Oh, make a man.
Make a man out of you. Make a droid out
I'll
of
make
you.
a droid out of you.
You want to train the droids into an army?
I mean, we've got the time. Ish.
But we don't know that we have any time at all. Plus, it also, I mean, I don't know about you, but it feels kind of selfish to get Vox Binary involved in something that's my business. I know he's attacked you, but this guy's kind of like going after him has been my thing.
It's
my
a little bit
responsibility.
personal for both of us now, finding my name on that list.
Mike, I just want to remind you, you did find that he was listed as a current mission at Malastare.
Oh yeah. We've got a location on him. If you really want to go. But heed this warning. I don't think we're ready or able to fight him, just the three of us.
What about just me?
I wouldn't allow it.
Wouldn't allow, wouldn't advise.
It's
No,
not going to be.
John Luke wouldn't allow Irene to go in on her own.
It's not going to be a fight you want to be a part of, John. Like,
I don't
you
care.
you remember what Zara said? He's a force user.
Right.
You're going to be at a massive disadvantage.
Friends go into battle together. Nobody is singled out.
You're not going to change your mind on this, are you?
Nope. Not at all.
All right. Well, in that case, if we're not ready, we should at least go and get some extra money. We should try and find some extra money. and get geared up. Like, just prepare for like the toughest fight of our lives. Bits, what do you think? Anything you want to add?
Bits has literally just been like checking all the guns at his disposal, making sure everything's loaded. It's like, I assumed I was going with you.
Bits, as you're checking your guns, you realise that Irene's lightsaber's still in the grenade launcher.
Yeah. Also, you might want this.
Oh,
And
Thank
John
you.
Luke's gun is still
Yeah, where's
in your holster.
Oh, and this.
Thank you.
It twirls it in my hands.
This just locks that back into my holster.
I was gonna hold my arm up so that you could like shoot it into my.
I would not recommend fighting an
not
elite
firing it.
Empire assassin without your weapons.
Sounds good.
Well,
Thank you, Bits.
To be fair, I do have the other half, but yeah, I do want to clip it back on.
If we're getting ready for the fight of our lives, Bits needs to look like Simon Pegg in Hot Fuzz.
I assume that's how he looks anyway.
Even
My
Ben's
God.
like, fucking hell. Bits has become the Sergeant Angel.
Can it?
And then
When it gets to
John
the
Luke
wait,
is Nick Frost.
Yes, I'm Nick Frost.
it can be like, I've got the grenade launcher coming out my back. I've got the heavy rifle, which I'm somehow wielding with one hand, and like the heavy cannon that you gave us ages ago, which I'm also somehow wielding with one hand. It's like,
Just very
Black and
quickly,
loud.
Reaper Angel, thank you for that lurk. Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
Then I want Irene to be standing there, a lightsaber in each hand, and the Shoto one between her teeth.
You
We are
might
gonna be-
kill yourself.
Yes.
I might kill myself.
Just you just accidentally hit down on the activation. It just like fucking lightsaber through the cheek.
Ah!
Oh,
She's got it.
know how I
She's not got it
can
literally in her
stars.
mouth.
lost
No,
a
just
lost a hand and a cheek.
between her teeth. Aim the blade outwards, if anything.
Wait, you're not supposed to point it inwards.
Does that just go straight to the back of your head?
Just I can just imagine Irene's just going.
Fatality.
Just like murder squad. You've become Grievous.
I wonder why all Jedi seem to at least be like above average intelligence, and
Your
then like
move.
see someone like cut their head off with a lightsaber, like, that's why.
It's gonna be a Django
They
Fett
took it out of
situation
training.
all over again. Head in a helmet.
Look, I only had formal training for 2 weeks, and I'm
And then your master
I do-
died.
yeah. Anywho, I've got an
I mean,
idea.
that's not unlike Luke and Ray.
True.
I've got an idea how we can make some extra cash. I mean, we spent quite a lot. We still got some left over, but we're on Coruscant. There'll be plenty of like some bounty jobs and things available, or maybe there might be some off system. I can actually, try and find us a gig, get us a bit of work. Maybe we can
still
get
have
some support.
over 50,000 credits.
Your tablet has access to something called bounty.net.
I have a direct line to Commander
I trust
Savannah for some
Is
Vanguard
that
everyone
bounties.
is that just where everyone talks about their favourite type of coconut chocolate?
No, it's so
No.
funny. There's a subreddit.
There's a subreddit.
We're not
I-
affiliated with Bounty doc.
Bounty chocolate or any of that.
EM.
Yeah, John,
I log on and just find some Vanguard bounties from a guy called Commander Savala.
it says 20 kills with a sidearm. What's a sidearm?
This. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Hand me the tablet. I've got a login.
It's on your own tablet.
Oh yeah, I forgot I got
Yeah,
mine.
fuck,
I'll
get
log
the
it.
fuck
I'll
off
log
my tablet. Get your own one.
Right, Jesus.
This is mine.
I log in and I'm just scroll. I'm giving the location Coruscant, just to see if there's anything.
I
on
feel
the
like
net.
so literally I'm just thinking of this as I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Inara, which is basically the entirety of the Elite Dangerous but database. It's literally this but for Star Wars. Bounty.net has become the new Inara. You know,
I'm just writing
as a joke, I kind of
Bounty
want to buy. I want to buy the domain of Bounty.net if it's available. And construct a website.
So you can see some that are just sort of some really like they don't seem interesting.
Thank you for the look there, Emma.
None of these are big fish. They're all kind of petty crimes. It's not really going to make us any significant money.
We want a big buck.
Can I like essentially expand the search radius? Can I check nearby systems? Like,
Yeah.
Anything within jump distance. Maybe Naboo.
Naboo?
Naboo. Well, Naboo's
Naboo's on the other side of the system.
Yeah, I was
To
gonna say that's near. This closer to Tatooine.
also Naboo's kind of quiet. I don't think I've rarely seen bounties.
yeah, Naboo is also the homeworld of the Emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
not
Also,
go to
do you
Naboo.
really want to like other than Jar Jar? Can you really live with yourself like assassinating a Gungan? They look so dirty.
Assassinating. Look, Bits. I don't kill people when I hunt bounties.
No
I know.
disintegrations.
Wait, is that the book you're
It's
using?
one of the rules of the bounty. It's one of the rules of the. No, it's one of the rules of bounty hunters. Is no disintegrations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but isn't
if
that
you
also?
It is also
You
the
mean-
bounty hunter expansion book. Yes.
Yes.
I kind of look away sheepishly because I've killed a lot.
No disintegration just means that you want to be able to recognize the body,
No
Yeah.
disintegrations means bring it in alive.
ideally,
Basically.
or at least identifiable.
It's
Yeah.
No disintegrations is typically a creed for don't kill them.
I'm gonna bring it
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, but back on Ryloth.
Bounty Hunter's Creed. People don't have bounties. Only acquisitions have bounties. Captured by design, killed by necessity. No hunter shall slay another hunter. No hunter shall interfere with another's hunt. So in general, they leave one another alone unless it's really dangerous. In the hunt, one captures or kills, never both. And no hunter shall refuse to aid another hunter.
I'm relaying all of these rules to John and Bits, just talking about my bounty hunting on Ryloth.
So what you're saying is, what happens in Fight Club stays in Fight Club.
Well, that's what you're probably telling Bits. What you're telling me this is going to be a boring task where we can't kill someone.
Well, it's not really. There's still like capturing and tracking and finding information. It's a lot.
Boring.
Being a bounty hunter was tough. I got lucky on my first bounty. I sort of like bumped into them and like tripped them over, and they knocked themselves out. That's how I got into it. The second one actually.
You
kicked
got
my
into
ass.
bounty hunting on a fluke.
Kind of. I just left my parents, and I was kind of like on the lam, making it on my own. That's back when I used to fix vending machines. I was not making good money.
And then there's me. Steals a ship, starts smuggling.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere. You know, my second guy actually beat the shit out of me the first time I tried to go after him.
Well, like, you
That's
got
why I
beat
took
the
up
shit
my-
out of the fucking knock senseless.
Well, but my Kira's a trained bounty hunter. She's probably as good as I was. If not better at some things. Joke's on her, because I can use the force now.
So
No.
you
That'd be happy. Anywho, I'm going to get back to searching. I'm going to try and find us something. There's got to be some big fishes out there somewhere.
yeah. So
Always heard
it takes
that
one a
expression.
searching. You're even looking through sort of like not just ones that are open, but also ones that other hunters need aid on. Not really finding anything interesting at first.
Of some kind of guy named Bosk. No, his job is way too small.
No.
It's only a petty theft.
You see one thing. It's an open bounty.
Oh, we might have one.
It's an open mission.
It's a mission. It's not even a bounty. It's
Bounty
a mission.
Bounty mission. in essence.
It's well, when they
Okay.
say mission, there's usually they only say mission because it usually means that there's something other than they don't just want the target brought in; they want something else done as well.
Yeah. So
I've done a
looking at who has posted it through to sort of like the bounty contacts.
It's one of the first rules I learned. Always use
It looks like it originates from. Well, there's not too much information on the contact itself. You just there's just sort of a symbol with it. Roll me knowledge education.
Can do. Good thing I'm educated. What?
I'd say how well do you think?
Irene's only really bounty hunted on Ryloth. So if they haven't operated there, I don't know that she would recognize the symbol immediately. But it might be something she might have heard of from other bounty hunters.
3 purple.
One success, one threat.
Okay. Trying to work out the threats. Give me 1 second. You know it's like a industrial company's symbol. You feel like you recognize it, but you're not too sure fully.
Okay.
But the job itself, is not just a target acquisition, but also a object recovery.
Mm-hmm.
You can. There's a button that just says more details, which will connect you through to the bounty contractor.
This one is good actually, as it's basically target acquisition, and they want something items retrieved. Possibly, it's usually when you get this, it's usually stolen property, which is not too bad because usually they'll have it on them at their place, unless they've already handed it off to a fence. But here, if I click here, we might be able to get a bit more info. Yeah.
So we do the like at the top, the little there's a little circular bit which doubles as a camera, but is actually like it emits a hologram of the head of a. Oh, back's hurting.
Like a pog, like a little pog that emits the.
Right.
Yeah, but you know, like how a pog just emits the hologram of the target.
Oh no, it's not the target.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not target. It's the job, or it's whoever's giving us this job.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're getting
So
a picture of our contractor.
Yeah, so the person
Yeah.
who the people that want this done have contacted. You see that they are a Rhodian contractor. He sort of like it's a live connection. It's a live feed. It's like so more interested about this job. What would you like to know?
Wait, hang on. You say more? Is there a hunter already on this contract?
Currently there is, but it's of great importance that the 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 employer has asked that not just one, but possibly another hunter be assigned, just to be sure of it. The other hunter is very aware of this. We already have one lined up.
Oh, okay. As long as they're okay with it. Who's the mark?
The mark is, and just sort of next to his head, sort of like gets smaller. And next to him, just sort of like a bounty poster, sort of like a hologram bounty poster, sort of comes up. They look like a human. They do. It's like this. The mark. See here, we do not. Unfortunately, we have no name. We just have this image that was taken from security footage.
Are there any distinguishing features in the poster that we can see?
You can see that there's like a scar across sort of the face, just sort of like one across the eye, and then like a big one sort of across, just sort of like from there to sort of like there, and then carries on just to there.
Okay.
They look human. They do. But the says they have taken something from the employer that they want returned. If you could bring in the bounty alive as well,
What's
that
that?
would be beneficial, as the company has, as the contractor has requested that. But if the target puts up resistance and needs termination, they have authorized that so long as the body is brought in.
I'll try to make sure they come back alive.
As you know, Hunter, no disintegrations.
Understood. What was the item that they stole, or that needs to be retrieved? Sorry.
That information the company has deemed top secret. We have not been given that information. We've just been told you will know it when you see it.
Sounds like some risky business.
Can you at least give me dimensions of the item, or like a rough size? Is it something that we'll be able to can be kept on person, or something we have to store away?
From what I've been told, he placed some security footage of something being taken from from somewhere, and it seems to be in like a crate that's sort of about like that big, so big enough for one person to carry. Two people make it easier, but something in a crate at least.
Okay.
It's a crate.
It looks like from the like the small hologram security footage. It seems, best you can tell, that it's like something in a box.
And
like
anything...
you definitely, it's definitely something that you would know it when you see it.
It's a Christmas present.
It's distinguishing. And lastly, anything you can tell me about what happened when he stole this item? Any defining methods or any evidence left behind? Anything could be helpful. Most established criminals tend to have some kind of like pattern or like a signature technique. If he's known in the underworld, it'll help me track him.
They were pretty thorough. They did not leave much of a trace of stuff.
Can everyone hydrate, please?
But
Thank you, Esther.
They did not leave much of a. We need to up that from like 100.
Well, we've already put a 10-minute cooldown on it.
It's like 100 seems so cheap for it.
Well, I mean...
But the cost of life-giving water is free.
Unless you're me and drinking not water.
Anyway.
Try to redeem the stretch. I'm about to phase out.
Yeah. So you get informed that there's not too much. They haven't given much. We just have some tracings. From what we've been able to trace, they are definitely towards um, there's not too much traces of where they might be from, but judging by the look and the outfits, contacts, well, they presume them to be of Mandalore nature, but they cannot be that cannot be confirmed, unfortunately.
Mandalore.
Wait, Mandalore? Are you serious?
That's what the contact has told me from the that's what our contact has told me from the security footage.
Can I
Oh.
do some mystical shit and do some research on Mandalore?
No.
Can I pull up the wiki?
No, not the wiki. It's the Wikipedia. Because that's
The
what
Wikipedia.
it's what it's officially called, isn't it? The Wikipedia.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sir, but Wikipedia says there's no one left on Mandalore.
The Mandalore's been wiped out.
According to this article by Bits the Nuts.
Fucking hell.
It was last updated 2 days ago, so I'm sure it's accurate.
Bitch, is this you?
Bits, what are you doing on Wikipedia?
I am Wikipedia.
What have we told
Oh my
you
God.
about using the internet
Wait,
without
tell.
our permission?
The Mandalorian Purge wasn't
It's not yet.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually happened.
no, Mandalore was still active during like 2 BBY and 1 BBY before the Battle of Yavin.
Ah, BBY.
So
Bits be causing trouble. Yeah, that if bits do be causing trouble, Emma, that is correct.
it was
This
just
is
ruled
the
on
trouble.
behalf of the Empire.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me, the bot's not working again. Charlie, a quick sound alert from you, please.
Roger, Roger.
Thank you.
Why does it keep breaking?
I don't know!
What are you doing to it?
The best
I
thing,
don't do
John,
anything,
is that's
I log
both-
on
is your line is both an
and test
affirmation
it.
and a line.
You're not testing it well enough. Anywho, yeah.
Test
So
it again and again and again.
you're given an
Do it again
okay
this time, but better.
to meet the of where to meet the other bounty hunter.
Okay.
These brownies are good.
We'll message back once we have the target in hand, or if there's any further updates.
Here's a further update. Where the fuck are we going?
John, we're in negotiation here.
I was
Oh,
asking you.
Was there a fee listed? Was there a reward listed on the actual job posting?
Yes, there was. So due to the nature of it, do you notice that the fee says 65,000 credits.
Okay.
Only on return of item. It says on 50,000 credits if perpetrator, if bounty brought in deceased.
Deceased or alive?
So you get the 65 if he's still alive.
Okay.
We get
Like
half
it,
of
or
that.
that split between you and yeah.
Okay.
We get half of he's dead.
Yeah, John, here's an incentive for you to not shoot his face off when we see him.
How much does Irene know of other bounty hunters across the galaxy?
She'll know of the most famous ones, but not very well. She'll know stories of them,
Oh, okay.
right? because again, a lot of bounty hunters, most bounty hunters on Ride-Off are local, just because of what it is like as a planet. Really, it's not super civilized. So most bounty hunters there are either local or very rarely passing through. So she'll only hear about the big names. Probably not anyone else though.
The big names in the biz.
Because she kind of stopped doing bounty hunting once she got involved with a certain smuggler and a certain killer robot.
And a certain ship. Which we don't have anymore.
Now it's sold.
Yeah, which isn't...
Anywho,
Fuck off.
the
No, John, every now and again I miss that ship. And then I remember I don't like panels falling on my head.
so the thing you've been given to.
I mean, we're yet to have lost a panel on this ship, to my knowledge.
So the coordinates you're given to are a system called Bandomir. It's an astronomical object located on the Hydian Way.
The Hydian Way?
Yes.
I killed the message and just said, thank you, we'll be in touch. Alright, John, we're going to Bandomir to meet up with another bounty hunter.
You want me to fly to Bandomir?
Yeah, that's the location we've been given. I can push you the coordinates if you need them.
I know where Bandomir is. I ain't stupid.
I never said you were.
Maybe 23, but fucking hell.
Okay,
knowledge out of him.
If you're going to get testy over your age now...
Do I get a boost here because I know the Outer Rim?
What parts of the Outer Rim have you mostly been to?
Will be mostly my side.
So I'm gonna say you've never been to this part of the Outer Rim before, then.
All right. I forget
how could you
I forget what side the Bandomir's on.
Bandomir's on the left. Kessel and like Tatooine and all the stuff that you would have done, all like that stuff is on the right hand side.
Okay.
Bandomir is north.
What we're doing an Outer Rim check.
To roll the die. Well, we don't know the layout of the galaxy.
Yep.
You are, because you've never been here before. 3 purple.
2 purple, no worries.
For sake of comparison, I probably have the least extensive Star Wars knowledge here. I don't know what the rest of the order would be.
I imagine I'd probably be
Ben's
next
top
down on that list.
Ben is top tier.
That's why
I just look at the books.
Ben
I
also
don't
has
read,
the books.
I read stuff. Also, I just read like Wikipedia randomly.
To be fair, I have read some Wikipedia. I don't know. How much do you know, Mike?
I
good is
know
your
some
Star Wars
bits.
knowledge?
There's a few
Okay,
gaps
I might actually
in
be
my
second
knowledge.
then in that case.
3 success, 4 advantage.
Yeah, he knows where it is. Peasant.
Okay.
I know where I'm going, peasant. I'm so sorry that slipped out.
Roll me an
Hold on.
astrogation check.
An astrogation.
Actually, you're still on planet. You need to take off first.
I was gonna say I need to take off, right?
Yeah.
Just get us going before I punch you through your windscreen.
Do it.
Do it,
Power!
Falcon! Punch!
He does it. It's like force enhanced. Boom.
It is force enhanced. I also have a brawn of 5 and nearly maxed out brawl, so you'd get hurt.
What difficulty am I rolling for this?
So yeah, so you take off. As you're sort of like taking off through, like heading up to outer atmosphere. Astrogation is always 1 purple, unless the systems are, or you're under duress.
Well, there's no way I can fail this. Immediately
So,
fails.
John, if I'd have punched you,
There is.
you'd be getting critted.
Take a setback because of how cocky you're being.
Take a setback for bastard.
Well, I mean, the setback roll blank, so 3 success.
Wait, don't you have a thing that can remove set as well?
Not to astrogation.
Oh, not
Yes,
this
I
way.
do. Hang on.
I was going to say, I'm sure you had something. Because you actually invested in talents very recently.
Yep. Remove one setback from astrogation checks. I don't have the set. Thank you, Reese. Yeah, I've got Galaxy Mapper
Hi, I'm Reese. I do the bookkeeping for everyone.
for every character. Yeah, so that is.
Well, not Barley's.
Huh?
They also take half the normal time to do a.
Yeah, I'm really quick at
You
doing
have
an astrogation check.
Do you have 2 ranks of it or 1?
I've got 2 ranks of Galaxy Mapper.
Quarter of the time to do an astrogation.
I'm pretty on the fly now. I literally just tap a button and it just works.
On the fly.
See what I did there. Anyway,
Not only do you tap it in, you also get like an espresso made at the same time.
3 successes,
While
2
it's
advantage,
calibrating.
man.
I like to think he just goes over like the fonts, just walks
Yep,
over to the
so
door,
you managed to
smacks
plot
it, and it
more
just
to it.
goes where it needs to go.
You managed to calculate one that would be
Hey.
a better hyperspace jump. Yeah.
Vandermeer, please.
I suave with my computer.
Just go, you can go, yeah.
Sort of like do this.
It's like the computer on board Ace Rimmer's ship is just in love with him.
But you plot a course to Vandermeer
Yep.
quite easily.
Very easily, to be honest.
Yeah. I need to find something.
I now regret not keeping the pilots of that pirate ship alive, just for the hope that one of them sounded like Zap Brannigan.
We
Oh,
did.
That'd be
No,
a
we
giant
already
mission
have
as a
a
suicide
semi-Zap
mission.
Brannigan on board.
He did. You killed him as the captain.
Oh, the captain.
The captain was Zap Brannigan.
Name was Zap Brannigan.
I'm willing to put wave after wave of my men at your disposal.
No more gift.
Until the kill bots, the kill counts overload and they shut down.
Yeah, so you.
That's what
jump
heroes do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is a woman. You'll be able to resist my charm. She's chopped my penis off, kid.
Sorry. Are jumping between regions.
Yeah, how long is this jump even going to take?
A while. If we're jumping regions.
Because
while.
of your successes, I'm going to say about. Takes about 4 days. 4 or 5 days. 4.5 days.
For us?
Yeah.
A Luma while.
Oh, wait, sorry, you have a class 2 drive.
Yes.
8 days.
Or for us.
I have a fun thing to pass the time.
Oh, do you know?
Well, with
Is there
Yeah, I
anything your character, in terms of role playing, is there anything your characters would like to do to pass the time?
Yes.
yes, I'm
What?
going to teach John.
Don't say masturbating. We had enough of that with the music.
Well, I was going to say sleep. Haven't done that in a while.
He's gonna sleep
John-
for 8 hours straight.
John on the day.
Yeah, John,
on the day
John actually,
after,
like, as soon as you jump to hive space, like, he goes to stand up to go to sleep. You
Yeah,
realize,
another Roger,
you
Roger.
realize it, like,
Roger, Roger.
you realize it
It's
can't,
not working back
No.
there.
Thank you.
you
Charlie.
realize sort of, like, sleep has caught up to you, and as you stand up, you just collapse.
I mean, literally, I stand
John
up
is
and
bad.
just go. Oh fuck!
That you literally, like, face plant the floor.
Yeah.
Can I catch him as he falls?
Are you gonna force catch me?
Roll me a athletics check using agility. Unless you're using
Okay.
the fall.
Unless
No,
you are
I'll-
using the
That's
force.
fine. I'm pretty. How hard is the athletics check?
The athletics check is. Consider it. Did you go in the cockpit with him?
Yeah, I was in the cockpit with him.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if that was specified or not. 2 purple.
Okay. Would you like to upgrade a purple to a red?
No.
No, he would not.
One success, 4 advantage. So I
You
fairly
managed to catch him so he doesn't like injure himself.
Oh, John, Jesus. Oh, what is that smell?
Take one straight over with like
Take a strike.
falling asleep.
Oh, he's
Thank you.
drooling. Bits, can you help me carry
He's
this?
literally drooling over you.
And snoring.
I do not want to rest.
Literally,
One
his
moment, he comes back with a towel
his
and like
luckily
dabs the
his
drool off,
are right next
and then
to the
throws a
cockpit.
towel into the.
Yeah, my quarters are
fucking
right
airlock.
next to the cockpit, so you haven't got to take me that far.
No, no, but you're still dribbling.
It's like that episode of Doctor Who where he's like, "Everybody, take 5!" and then passes the fuck out.
The morning after, or the morning, once John's finished sleeping and once we've all had like a sleep, I want to sort of like get him up relatively early, just sort of kick him up, go rise and shine. John, wake up.
What,
Do
the
I
next
get?
day?
Do I get
The next day.
eggs and brekkie?
No,
Fuck.
No,
What kind of
you don't
5-star service is this?
there's no star
You-
service.
John, you don't get any breakfast until you finish this workout. Come on, follow me to the hangar bay.
If you want
Oh,
5-star,
hang about the storage
look
bin.
out out
Main
of any window in this spaceship, and you'll find millions.
Scotty, look after the ship while I have to deal with this bullshit.
You're literally going through hyperspace.
Scotty just sits
Yeah,
in the captain's
But
chair.
remember,
I'm
we
helping.
could get pulled out of hyperspace. That exists in Star
So
Wars.
who are you talking to?
Scotty.
Okay, it sounded like you said Sky.
Who the fuck is Sky?
That's what it sounded like you said.
I meant
Sky's the
Scotty.
droid that's been living in our basement.
Who the fuck is Sky? So someone
Who's
just
this guy?
fucking like a Rhodian pops up named Sky.
Hello, I'm
SK.
Sky. I've been living
Who
in.
the fuck are you?
I've been living in. That's the vending machine that we brought back with us. The Vendotron.
Why is Sky? What is Sky?
I've got one for you. Why is Sky?
Emma's already said
I
that.
know.
Um,
Who is
Alright,
so
Gamora?
are you making him do a early morning workout?
I am. Alright,
Take the
John.
strain.
John, first.
Who's
we're gonna
taking the
do
strain?
stressing.
Me or?
You. You're still tired. You want to go back to sleep.
You're not used to
You've
exercise.
been dragged out of
I
bed.
don't exercise. Like,
Alright,
I just managed to stay remarkably thin.
just to preface this,
He does
Mike,
a lot of running though.
I do a lot of running actually. That's true.
Mike, does John have any ranks in Brawl at all?
No.
Okay. Ben, would you allow me to give Mike or give John one free rank in Brawl if I teach him self-defense lessons and how to break out of grabs?
No.
Okay, fair enough. That was worth a shot. I'm still going to teach you how to do it. Okay. Right. First, John, I'm going to put up my fists. Throw a punch. We throw a punch. as hard as you
Remember
can.
the last time we did this,
Yeah.
and I
were
punched you
shit.
in the face?
Yeah, because you weren't aiming.
Is this a
I'm
good
saying
idea?
Aim better.
I'm right.
Aim better. Or you're
Irene,
going
I'd
through
like
that
to
wall.
remind you, you have just
Mike,
woken
up.
me the fuck up.
2 purple. Actually, you just woken up 3. I'm giving you actually setbacks. So
That's fine.
you're gonna have 2 setbacks. 1 because you're still tired.
2
and 1
because I don't
you're very
fight.
grouchy.
And how
Let's
many?
make it a 3rd one then.
How many purple?
2.
There's two.
So
so
two
I'm
and-
in,
two and
I'm in
three
good
black.
shape.
Right, Irene's getting punched in the face. Is all I'm saying. Unless I roll valiantly well, Irene's getting punched in the
Well,
face.
how high is your brawn?
2.
You're not going to do any damage to me at all.
No, I'm probably still gonna hit you in the face though. One advantage,
Mhm.
2 failure.
You hit him in the her in the face. So you go to punch her Irene's hand. You miss her hand, and you clap her right between the right on the nose.
Yeah.
My face doesn't move.
The advantage is you miraculously feel a little bit more awake from that. You feel a bit better.
Hey, who would have thought it'd take me to what hit Irene to wake me the fuck up?
It didn't wake you up fully, it just made you feel a bit better.
Hey, I'm waking
Okay.
up.
Seeing as you got woken up early to do this.
Why
it's
do I
like,
feel like Irene's now
kind
about to
of feel
force grab me and just throw me across the
kind
hangar
of
back?
feel- you kind of- he
I'm not
makes
using the force.
he makes a little as he punches you. He just sort of as he realizes, John Luke just sort of like smirks and snickers a little.
Okay. I will spend a maneuver to grab him, and I will grapple him. So you are now grappled, and you can't get away from me unless you spend 2 maneuvers.
That
So
is
as
that
you
is the
punch
thing that
me,
you can do.
I grab your hand, twist it round, and like kick the back of your knee so that you're on your knees, and I just have your arm wrapped around your neck. You are in a chokehold now.
That is indeed a maneuver that you can do, actually, isn't it?
That It is a martial
that-
artist maneuver.
It's called the fuck you, I know kung fu.
Yeah.
Whoa, I know.
No thank you, WJ Master. We already are semi-famous. Thanks, though.
Once per round, may perform the grapple
you,
maneuver.
Ben.
Until the beginning of the character's next turn, foes must spend 2 maneuvers to disengage from the character.
Oh, this guy knows some maneuvers.
You goddamn right I do.
He
Watch as I
listed
listen lazily.
You have become Neo.
What would John look like to do?
So that's just my maneuver. I'm then gonna
Oh.
bop you on the head with an unarmed strike.
Okay, roll. 2 purple. Giving you a boost because you grappled him.
Nice.
The number of times I forget that I can go into
Gonna
admin.
give you another boost because John Luke just hit you in the face.
There we go.
Okay, that's 4 successes and 4 advantage already. 5 advantage.
Describe how you do it. Describe what you do, please.
So as I twist him around and bring him into the grapple, I then come down with my other fist like a hammer punch. I just go bang on top of your head.
no!
You are seeing stars for a second. I'm not going to do any damage to you, but you've been hit pretty freaking hard.
How much damage would that do?
That would do. Let's see, my brawn 5 plus the 3 successes plus 2 successes. That would have been 7 damage.
I'd have been over half my threshold.
What
Right,
if you took a straight?
It would be minus your soak.
Oh, so -6.
This is one of the reasons why brawl as a skill kind of sucks. This brawl damage doesn't.
How much damage did you do, Reese?
7 total.
And minor. So you take that as strain damage, Mike.
So I take 1 strain damage.
Yes.
I didn't. Also,
As you get popped on the head.
I feel I should mention I didn't use the force for that roll.
No.
So that could have been worse. A lot worse.
Didn't use the police, you just used the fire department.
Bits, you're just standing there just watching this, like.
Right.
You kind of feel like. I wish I had some popcorn.
Alright, now John,
I don't eat it, but.
Just for the
horrible.
aesthetic.
I'm sort of instructing you as we go. Now John, I want you to kick up with your push your head back and then kick up as you do to try and like push me out. Ready?
I'm probably gonna fail this again.
You will be taking. You have to do 2 maneuvers to leave.
I'll be suffering a
Yep.
strain.
There you
Okay, so you're going to keep an action. Ooh. Okay.
I knew he would.
See, what's annoying is oh, what's it?
Okay, you do as Irene instructs and breaks the hold.
Nicely done.
Can I throw in a punch as a distraction?
You can attempt to throw in a punch as a distraction. It's now 2 setback and 2 purple.
Okay. I'm also going to use the dodge incidental. I'm going to suffer 2 strain to upgrade your check by 2.
Actually,
So not
you're
in-
punching you, so you actually have defense 1, so. Or don't you?
I have melee defense 2.
Is that because of your armor?
That's because of the coat, yeah.
Yeah, so you should actually be rolling with 4 setback.
And you're also upgrading, so I'm rolling 2 red, aren't I, instead of the 2 purple?
You're rolling 2 red. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
because
increasing.
I get
It
increased.
upgrades the
It
difficulty.
upgrades because of the dodge incidental.
I
Oh,
suffer
can that
two-
do it twice?
Yeah, so when targeted by a combat check, may perform a dodge incidental to suffer a number of strain, no greater than ranks in dodge. I have 2 ranks in dodge. Then upgrade the difficulty of the check by that number.
Okay. So 2 red, 4 black.
And 2 green.
Despair, 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 despair.
Oh, please, multiple despair.
It's gonna fail. Statistically, it's gonna fail.
Statistically, yeah, it failed, and I did get a despair.
Ah, Reese.
Okay.
Go away, fire away.
I get to use
I'm
my
leaving this up to
ability.
you.
I get to use my ability called Overbalance. When a combat check made by an engaged foe generates despair or 3 threat, I've never been able to use this, so I'm really glad I've actually been able to use this.
You're welcome.
I may stagger the attacker until the end of his next turn. So you're staggered, you can't do anything.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Not that fucking critical injury.
Yeah, but it's not. It technically
Not
doesn't count.
crit.
Yeah, it's
It
not a
doesn't
crit,
count-
but staggered is a crit,
Ah,
effectively.
Yeah.
It's the. You get the effect of the crit without having a crit. So yeah, you can't do anything until the end of your next turn.
Mhm.
At which point, I'm just gonna sort of stand there as you're
Irene, as you do, like Irene literally like judo holds you and like slams you to the ground.
Attitude adjustment.
and
She sort of like holds you up and then breaks you over. Batman style, but like Bane did to Batman.
First, I
Charlie, you're
break
not
the
actually doing
spirits.
that, are you?
now I break.
No,
It's gonna say.
I'm not adding anything to.
Do you know what? I kind of want to add some shit to Wikipedia now from our campaign, and add it to Legends.
So yeah,
So
that
Irene
happens.
Irene for her turn is going to use heal.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna use it as. I'm not gonna use it as like because I know you've got no wounds. I'm just gonna sort of bring you out of your staggered state. I'm gonna argue that that's what it does, even though it would happen naturally. I'm just gonna do it and go.
No
Right.
effect happens.
All right, John. What did you learn from that?
That you are a superior fighter and I suck ass.
I appreciate the comment.
That
Don't
seems
appreciate.
unhygienic.
Don't
Roger, Roger.
appreciate negativity.
Bitch is a figure of speech.
Do you remember how to get out of the grapple?
Sure.
Could you do it again?
Probably not.
All right.
You
I'm
could
gonna
do
grapple you.
2 maneuvers.
Just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to grapple you again, and then
He gets out.
I get you to get out. I just sort of like remember that because this has got me out of some tough scrapes when I've been bounty hunting. It's very easy for someone to just grab hold of you and immobilize you. Being able to break out of a grapple, especially from someone who's stronger than you, is really useful.
Can I take the smuggler approach for this?
What
What's
would
the
be?
smuggler approach?
Smuggler approach. I have a gun in my holster. Pew! Just shoot a leg.
Yeah, he would just shoot you in the foot.
I'd shoot some
Actually, in this instance, he just stamps on your foot.
smuggler approach.
Stamp on their foot. You backwards headbutt at the nose.
Stamps on your foot, backwards headbutt, and lifts the leg up and goes to the groin.
The other one
Okay.
as well. If you've got like a strong heel or you've got like a pointy heel, you scrape their shin as you go down.
Yeah.
As you stamp.
Wait, are you actually going to do that to Irene?
Yes.
Self-defense 101.
Okay. Ben, can I make a resilience check to just flat out ignore the effect, like just not to ignore damage, but to sort of like he does it and it's just sort of like I look at him like I have no reaction.
Yes.
Okay. How difficult would you make that?
Single tier.
3 perps.
I was gonna say 2 purple because that's what Mike's
Brawlers.
like that's what his brawn attack is. So
But I'd say 3 because I'm doing I'll argue this with you because I am doing something
I'll
that
say
Irene. A setback because and I'll argue this is because I'm doing something unpredictable that my character would do and Irene doesn't understand. I'm doing the smuggler approach to shit.
Okay, so it's a setback.
You don't realise he's playing dirty.
Okay.
He's fighting dirty, and you're trying to be
Clean.
clean.
Is it a setback though?
It's a setback.
Too personal setback.
Okay, I ignore a setback from thanks to my Iron Body perk.
Fuck.
He does.
I'm tough, dude.
Motherfucker.
If you fight Irene in a fist fight, you're
I'm
in for a bad
fucked.
time.
It's gonna be you versus what's her face all over again, but with me.
Well, I died in that.
I could fucking die.
3 successes and actually I'm going to change that to 5 successes because I got 2 light side. So yeah, 5 successes and 3 advantage. You
just
kick me in
stamp
the
on her
groin, I
foot.
just look at you.
She looks at you as like, and then like you go to kick a couple more times, like she looks at you like nothing, like that you felt nothing, and then like you just like kick, trying to get no reaction. As she just like one punch man flicked you, and you go.
One punch.
Mike, your audio is not coming through. I didn't hear anything you just said.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Hi.
It's because I went one punch.
Oh, alright, it cut out because of loudness.
Because of not even just loudness, because of octaves. Octave.
Bits, is there anything you want to teach John? You fought Jedi and whatnot. You might have a few
Jedi.
cool combat techniques you might know.
Let's go for more.
First things first.
Shoot
Avoid
them
the
with the
shiny
blasty
parts.
end.
First
Shoot
things
them
first.
with the
I'm
blasty end.
If you can shoot them when their backs are turned, you have a better chance of killing them.
I mean, I kind of already knew that.
Also, explosives.
Shoot
Do
them
that
with
too.
the blasty end. Stab them with the pointy end.
Seduce them with the pointy end.
Dismember them with the light.
Actually, Bits, could you fire a couple of shots at me? I need to practice my deflections.
Hey, you're not fucking doing that in here.
It's fine. He can do it on a stun setting.
And what if you
On a
hit
stun
something
setting?
important?
Have you seen what stun setting does? It's not like a blaster bolt.
I don't care.
Is
No,
it-
no, no.
is
I'm
there-
telling Reese. Stun setting is not like a
Oh,
blaster
no.
bolt.
More like a shockwave, isn't it? Yeah, not a
More
blast.
of a
Yeah.
shockwave.
And you want to do
cannot-
that inside my bloody
Cannot
ship?
deflect stun
It won't damage the ship really, but it would knock him out, and he wouldn't be able to really deflect
No,
it.
John Luke will very much not appreciate blaster bolt being fired inside the ship.
I want to practice.
Right, well, if you want to go and practice, go out there and fucking do it in front of the fucking Empire.
In space?
Oh yeah,
I
we're in
point out the
space.
window.
Yeah, we are in space actually.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
You're not just in space. You're in hyperspace.
Yeah, go out there and do
Go
it.
out there into the time vortex, like Captain fucking Jack.
No.
Doctor!
I guess for the rest of the trip, we just sort of like.
I'm going back. I'm going into the fucking cockpit. I'm shutting the doors. Fuck the lot of you.
He actually
Oh.
lays down like 2 of the seats and makes a makeshift bed from it.
And locks the door.
He's being a sore loser, Bits. I mean, I thought I was very fair. You know,
We're doing the time warp.
I gave him plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, no, there is a door to the cockpit. I just
Yeah,
had to double check.
You
There
know,
was a door to the cockpit.
I know the interior of my ship, Ben. There is a door to the
I'm
cockpit.
just double checking because the Millennium Falcon actually doesn't.
No,
have
the
a
Millennium Falcon doesn't have one, but our one does because we have an upgraded version.
door. You
Yeah,
have
the
a
Millennium
YT
Falcon's quite fair.
2400.
Yeah, 2400. We have the top tier of the light freighters.
We have
You
the
have-
1000-year Albatross.
You have doors.
Doors.
Use the doors, Luke.
I guess now that John's left, I'm just gonna carry on with my morning exercise routine, and just repeat ad nauseum throughout the days.
Okay.
I mean, if you had like Beskar, I could like actually. I
I
know.
don't have Beskar.
No, but given that if we were just sparring, like not trying to go to like holding our punches, we could in theory duel with lightsabers, couldn't we? Because he's got more than one.
I mean, I could, yeah.
Theoretically.
It's you saying did you want to practice sparring with lightsabers? Have you ever held a lightsaber?
No, but he's
It's
seen people wield them.
Yeah, he's seen people wield them a lot.
I mean,
The Jedi.
And also he
You.
has used melee weapons. Like in fact, he hasn't had to use them in recent time, but obviously in wartime, guns run out of ammo and you need to like kill someone. So you saw how good he was with a knife. He's just never had to use it.
to be fair,
That
like
much.
that was when we were doing the knife contest.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Okay.
That's fucking Obi-Wan
I guess we
Kenobi.
could do a spar.
Oh, James
I'll
R.
un-
Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the dice tray, and thank you for that lurk.
I will unclip the Shoto hilt.
Kenobi?
You know
And
that freaking.
It's
I just tabbed out of OBS, and all I hear was like the music for that section before the hello there. Doo-doo-doo.
so
Hello there.
just for your reference, Charlie, the Shoto hilt has a
I will
rating
be right
gauge,
back.
a crit rating of 2, breach 1, vicious 2, sunder 1, and it uses the lightsaber skill. It's not melee or brawn. It's its own separate skill.
Okay.
But by default, it does use your brawn.
Right. Okay.
So I show you how to activate it and like a little bit of how to like move it. So it's not like swinging a blade. It's because it's so light. You lead with it. You let it do the work. If you put too much force, if you literally put too much force into it, you end up overswinging and leaving yourself wide open. It's much lighter than you think. Weighs practically the only weight is in the hilt. And,
Roger.
yeah. Okay. I will just stand and I will give you the first swing, and yeah, we'll see how you do.
Okay. What's my difficulty?
Melee is always 2 purple.
Cool.
It's normally 2 setback with me because of melee, because of my melee defense.
Unless you could counteract stuff.
Yeah, unless you can counteract it.
Do I have anything counteracting for that?
It might have to be something that specifically says lightsabers, because I know there's a couple of things in my martial arts tree that are a bit funny. So like there's one ability that it works for lightsaber, but it doesn't. But there are other abilities of a higher level of it that don't work for lightsaber. They only work for melee and brawn.
No, but I can suffer a strain to upgrade any like melee or brawl, but I don't know if that applies to lightsabers as well.
It's kind of a separate skill.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Sadly not.
Just because they're very different to a conventional melee weapon, and they're kind of guided by the Force as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your
Okay,
swing.
so how many setbacks? 2.
2 setback.
That's the black, yeah?
Yes.
5 successes, 2 advantages.
Nice. So you get a solid swing on me. Bits cuts me in half.
parry?
Basically.
I will indeed parry. Which I believe I have about. So the Shoto hilt does 8 damage, but it's because of its breach. It basically ignores all of my soak.
Which hilt are you using?
I gave him the Shoto.
No, are you using?
I'm using my my basic lightsaber, like the one I got.
The stolen lightsaber.
The curved hilt one, yes.
Not stolen. That was the antique.
The antique that we borrowed.
The antiquity.
Yes, so I will parry. Which I'm trying to. I can't remember how many ranks in parry I have. I have 5. So it's -7 from the total damage.
Cool. So it was what, base 8 damage, and then
Yeah,
crit
and he
was
had-
on a 2, wasn't it?
Crit was on a 2, yes.
So obviously I'm not actually going to critical you, but I guess it'd be the critic. I guess whatever the critical would be basically effect, like as if I'm about to do that.
Yeah.
So that's 12 damage minus your 7. So that would.
Yep.
You were looking at a wound that would be 5 damage. And then, yeah, obviously activating the crit, quote unquote.
Yeah. So it would have been a pretty significant hit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, geez, bits. That was really strong, actually. Wow, not bad. Okay. You try. Okay, I'll come at you, and you try and defend from me. Okay.
Okay. One sec. I can suffer a strain to increase the difficulty of all incoming melee attacks, and also I have defense 1, so that's
Okay.
2 setbacks to you as well. Actually, I think,
that's
if I'm not mistaken.
Is that a maneuver to activate that defensive stance? So I think I've got that as well.
One of that one is, yeah, I think so. I don't know what it's called. It's a marauder one. It's maneuver 1 strain +1 difficulties to all incoming melee attacks.
Yeah, defensive stance. Because there's a similar one called sidestep, which is for ranged attacks.
Yeah.
But obviously those ones are a bit nicer because they last for the entire round until the start of your next turn. Whereas dodge only applies to 1 attack. But I can do it as an incidental.
Yeah.
Benefits versus there. But yeah. Okay, so is it 1 purple?
2 purple, and then you've got 2 setbacks still.
2 setbacks, 1 boost. Did you say you upgraded 1 to a red?
Well, +1. Oh, +1 difficulty. Sorry. Yeah. So you've got 1 purple, 1 red, and then 1 setback because of defense, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, 1 setback or 2?
Just 1 from defense. I thought it was 2 because I forgot the difficulty actually increases the dice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it should be your total. Oh, what's your melee defense then? Is it only 1?
Yeah, my melee defense is only 1.
Oh, I thought it was higher. Oh, you're
No,
so.
it's quite hard to get higher than that. My soak is ridiculous.
So that is 2 successes and 1 triumph.
Damn. So you also crit me.
Yeah,
How
three.
much-
Each other.
How much damage do you do?
So this one isn't my upgraded one. This is only a 6 damage. So it'd only be 7 damage, same as yours.
And it's got breached. It basically ignores the first 10.
Yeah.
So it was 7 damage minus 2, so you dealt 5 damage to me, or effectively 5 damage to me as well, and a crit. So basically, we did identical.
We did identical hits. This is the knife contest again.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got
not again.
The only difference here is that I've got minus 40 to critical injuries.
Yeah, you do. Jesus, I need to invest in the Marauder tree.
That was from separate ones, actually. That's from all over the. I think you only get each of those from one of the trees, and then from only some of the hired gun trees.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because you took the tank tree, like, first of all, didn't you? Which is
I
like
took heavy first of all.
all about survival.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, not just that. Heavy is tough. Is being tough, and also
Range
heavy guns.
bombardment.
Yeah. Big
Charlie,
heavy range guns.
have you seen the artwork channel on the server?
I have not. Oh, have you posted?
I haven't posted. Emma has.
Oh,
There's a lovely
cool.
image of there's a lovely artwork of Bits in a maid outfit. If anyone would like to go to the artwork channel of the Discord,
Okay.
one of our lovely
Okay,
viewers has drawn that, and it is
I
good.
have.
Fantastic.
So Bits and
That is
I lock
adorable.
lightsabers, like looking super badass and intensely at each other before
It's,
finishing and just bowing.
It's Patricia.
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 What? B1TR1
C1.
C1A.
C14.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys, okay, so you guys
Thank
are
you,
pretty
Emma, for
much
that.
just like doing a combination
Yeah.
of training and stuff.
Good.
Yeah, just sort of like back and forth, just sort of like testing each other.
I'm really glad that Bits did so well on a like a lightsaber contest, even though he has no skill. Can Bits,
I know.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
can Bits even take lightsaber skill, or does it specifically require the Force?
Lightsabers require, they can be used by anyone, but to properly wield them, they require like force attunement per se.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
'cause,
there's
like, you
there'd be a
can
limit to how good I can
Doesn't
get
it have
with
a
them.
prerequisite on the compendium that says you have to have 1 force rating?
Does it?
I swear I've seen that in the
so.
compendium.
I've seen
'Cause I
like
got
other
intrigued by it.
systems that have like GURPS and that have like Jedi stuff in it where certain lightsabers you can't use because they have the switch on the inside and you need the Force to activate the switch, but some of them have a manual button.
Most have a manual button.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen that in the compendium.
To be fair,
to be honest, it doesn't feel like you do reading up on it.
Hang on.
you probably just put some,
You
like,
can use it. By the way, Bits, you can use either brawn or agility
Oh, can you?
as your base
Okay.
characteristics. If you're using it untrained.
Oh,
But if you're trained, it's brawn.
If you're trained, it depends because Reese can actually roll it using his
I can roll it using brawn, agility, and cunning.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It depends
So it
on.
depends on how you fight, because it's such a quick weapon. You can just if you can
Yeah.
feint extremely effectively. Basically, it's like when Obi-Wan and Anakin were like doing a weird backy, like spinny right in front of each other, like trying to
Yeah.
phase each other out.
Because a
Anyway,
target.
so you spend some of the time sort of training, some time just sort of joking around, playing like. Well, you don't actually own anything that you could play like games with.
I want to hide.
There's a
something
hollow
in
chest.
the son's bed.
With hollow chest.
I want to hide something in the pillow.
You don't. You technically haven't actually bought anything like a Jabak table or stuff like that.
I swear there's one on board.
It's just a normal table.
Oh.
I'm pressing the button to load it up. It's like, John, it says not installed.
It's because we don't own it.
I thought you bought it.
It's just a table. You're just pressing a button. You then
bought the
realize that
table.
you then actually realize that you're pressing like just a random bolt on the table.
No, you're pressing a button and it's dispensing fish. And you can
No,
just hear
it's not dispensing
fish!
anything. It's just a bolt.
Today's
That's,
special is Troutella creme.
On the note of like Bits' dream of being able to wield a lightsaber, non-Force users can wield lightsabers. They can even get really good with them, but it's just because they're not Force attuned. It's kind of like, I guess in game terms, I'd have to shell out a lot of extra XP because it's completely outside of anything else.
Yeah.
Like it's not a skill.
You'd basically be becoming
have.
Finn in episode
I'd
7.
say that I'd rule that you'd have to like use like quadruple the amount of XP.
Damn.
And you might not be able to get tier 5 because
General Grievous.
An expert non-Force user can get as good as like a novice who is a Force user, but it's like if you put 2 people with the same skill, but one of them's got the Force and one doesn't, I'm pretty sure the one with the Force always is always
Yeah,
using.
that's usually because they're using the Force as well on top, like
You
not
guys,
just their lightsaber skill.
You guys train for a bit.
Yeah.
You also just enjoy yourself while the 8 or so days pass. Just eating, making funnies. And you soon get to sort of like near to your destination where you're gonna have to drop out of hyperspace soon.
Okay. I'm currently playing noughts and crosses with bits on the dining room table.
I have some spunk playing in the cockpit.
Yeah, he's got a lot of spunk
A
coming.
lot of spunk in the cockpit.
Yeah.
John's been locked in that cockpit for like 8 days now, bits. What do you think he's doing in there?
So, according from what I can hear, I would assume that the place is currently full of spunk.
Is he blasting that same band again?
No, he is masturbating.
I may, or in the time that it's passed, the door has unlocked, but it's not open.
Okay.
You kind of
if you choose to enter the cockpit, I will tell you what's going on.
Should we go get him, or should we just like carry on with the game? You've beaten me like 50 times in a row, and I'm really getting.
All I'm gonna say is, if you do choose to enter the cockpit, a very funny thing will happen.
I'm gonna go get
You
him.
should probably go check on him.
I'm gonna go
This
get
game
him.
only has a limited number of outcomes.
Yeah, I know, but it's not. How do you keep getting
every single one.
the exact one every single time?
Yeah, you haven't won a single game yet, Irene.
Ben, you're gonna love the description I'm about to give.
This makes Irene seem really dumb, but she's actually reasonably intelligent.
But she's
just
playing
trying
against a droid.
Yeah, she's playing a
Playing
logic
against
game.
a logic machine.
Droid.
Yeah.
Just very quickly, Emma,
You're
we
basically
loved it.
playing against Deep Blue on a game that's like a million times simpler than chess.
Yeah. I'm playing the computer on hard.
Yeah, so do you go to the cockpit?
Just go on. John, you in there?
The
I think
door-
I think it's drop out now.
The door's open,
Okay.
and
Alright.
you see me. I'm in a I'm in a t-shirt, boxers. I've got half a blanket around me. I'm air guitaring and kicking around, while listening to this spunk. I'm in a world of my own.
John!
Oh fuck!
Hi.
Quickly covers up. Hi. I know we're nearly here. How long's it been?
John, after all
Is there any
we've
piss stains on your undies?
I have the holy custard stains.
John, after all we've been through, that's really the thing you're most concerned about me not finding out what you look like in a t-shirt.
I'm in underpants.
So?
But then
Irene
again,
walks about in a top and her underpants. probably.
I have seen your underpants.
You've seen my socks everywhere. I still make a habit of leaving those around.
No, I've seen your underpants once when I was in your
There's
room.
actually one just sort of like you look up and you're like, oh, there's one. I've been missing that one.
It's like a collectible.
It's like there's like a really hot like pipe in
There's
like,
a
the
Devil's
corner of the
Gambit video
cockpit,
game
and you're
of
just, like,
Irene
you've been
Scott
putting them
that
on
looks
there
like
just
all-
like
Oh
dry
mate,
them up.
do you know what? I'll make that for my final major project. I will make that a game. At
A
uni.
Devil's Gambit.
I will call it the Devil's Gambit, and I will make it.
Just make socks a collectible.
Socks. Indeed, Emma. Yeah, so Irene has a bad habit of leaving socks lying around.
She does.
She's a sock fiend.
I have a bad habit of pissing off the landing ramp.
Yeah, your habit's worse.
No, you just have a bad habit of pissing people off.
It's just a bad habit of killing people.
So,
That's not a bad habit.
Depends on the people.
Bit has a
My
bad
friends
habit
think it's
called-
a bad habit.
Depends on who you
But I'm just
ask.
like, fuck you, damn it.
Yeah, so you realise as you sort of doing that, you then look at sort of like the coordinates. You realise, oh shit!
Shit, fuck. Puts my trousers back on.
Jump out of hyperspace.
And drop us out.
You're gonna take a shower before we end, right?
I can have that later.
You can see one other ship nearby.
Okay. There's a
Irene.
We have a ship.
So, John Luke knows his ships. So I
know my
need John
ship.
Luke to roll me a knowledge education. I need Irene to roll me knowledge education.
Okay. Luckily, Irene is very educated.
John knows his ship. So
John is very educated as well.
it's going to be 2 purple.
Okay.
Irene, you know your bounty hunters, so and this is one that's pretty on the the well-known end.
Okay.
So you will also be rolling at 2 purple.
Okay. Rolling.
Rolling.
Two success. That's it. I
John
got
Luke?
I
Got
got
threat.
a triumph and...
Did you, Reese, what did you get? Sorry,
I got two success and 1 threat, but it's cancelled out by my advantage. So it's just 2 success. Sorry, I was struggling with the maths. 1 minus 1 is hard.
I got a triumph and 4 success, 5 if you include the triumph as a success.
Okay. I'm going to say the triumph is you don't just recognise the model of this ship, you recognise
The ship.
the ship.
In a good way or a bad way?
Not really a bad thing.
Okay.
So you recognise the ship to be a Fire Spray 31 class patrol craft.
Hey guys, I know that ship.
You recognise the paint job on it. So do you, Irene. You both recognise the paint job on it. John, you don't know the you've heard of this ship before. You recognise. You think to yourself, is this the famous Slave One? And Irene, you look at it as like, isn't that the famous?
That's the Slave One.
Hunter Boba Fett ship.
Bits was on
Hey, Ben.
Geonosis.
I think
wasn't he?
this is time for.
You just see the ship. You don't need to roll. You just see the ship, and it
It's like-
brings back memories.
You're like, it's just like everything.
Ben, I think it's time. I think it's time to
Django
reveal
is
something that I
killed.
have sitting on my desk.
Bits and Irene.
It's Boba Fett.
What? Oh, what is it?
I have Boba Fett on my desk, and he has an added feature to my desk.
He holds your controller.
He holds my Xbox controller.
Nice. I just like that. Irene and John. Is that a famous bounty hunter ship?
Is that Boba Fett?
Trauma?
Is that trauma?
But Bitch is like, wait, that's had a new paint job.
That looks different.
Your Bitch is like, I swear that was blue.
I must be losing my head.
Bitch is just confused on the color. John Luke is confused on the thinking. Irene's just confused.
I thought
Just-
he would.
Just very quickly,
Why
how would
wasn't
everyone feel about their Star Wars characters in a maid outfit?
That would be funny. to see.
Emma, there you go.
Irene would be annoyed at whoever put her in the maid outfit.
There you go, Emma.
I would love
Instead
to
of
see the 13th brother
instead
in a
of
maid
you
outfit
could,
as well.
you can now draw all of us in maid outfits.
I would love to see that.
I will give you a description of the 13th brother as well, Emma.
Oh fucking hell! We're gonna see it.
It's worth noting as well. Irene's skin color is actually purple, not blue. It's just that's the closest avatar we could find for free.
Yes. And Ben's icon is the Old Republic logo.
Yes, the Old Republic game logo.
Great game. I need to play more of that.
So yeah, what do you guys do? You see the ship, and it's like
I'm gonna hail it.
as you go to press a button, it's like you notice that you're already being hailed yourself.
On screen.
There's no screen.
We have a screen.
Yeah, there's a view screen. Look.
Yeah, you can see all of space.
John, that's not a view screen. That's a window.
No, it's a window. Wait, you just said that. Yeah.
I want to put you.
Anyway,
Take
answering
one
hail.
straight stupid damage.
Taking stupid strain.
You would have, by the way, healed all the other strain by now anyway.
Aye.
Yeah.
It'd have been funny if I was at 11 strain. If I hit 12, I would have passed out from stupidness.
Yeah, you're being hailed by the other ship.
I open hailing channels.
It's like, because I can't do Boba Fett's voice, I'm just going to do my voice.
Okay.
You don't really ever hear him speak much.
Apart from in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh, he speaks like Django, doesn't he? So like he sounds like a Mandalorian, so he sounds like he's through that.
Well, it just sounds like a clone.
Quick,
doesn't it?
voice changer.
Yeah, he sounds like a clone.
Boom.
Well, talk like this.
Maybe have a bit more. Maybe have a bit more of a gap in your head.
Maybe do this. There are echoes.
That sounds like
Yes, yes.
I'm playing Elite Dangerous.
The mask is supposed to
What?
cover your nose. Oh yeah, it is.
Do you know what? Technically, a
I thought your
Mandalorian
was your
helmet
nose.
is a face covering.
That's true. Boba Fett wears a full face covering because he's committed to not spreading COVID.
Good night, Emma.
Oh,
Thank you for
Right,
tuning
Emma,
in.
thank you for stopping by.
Sorry.
Can we get a good
Oh,
night
is
from
that-
Emma from Boba Fett? You might want to pull your mic out. It's glitching out like fuck. It doesn't sound good. Whatever you've done, you've gone really muffled now.
How about now?
That's good.
Okay, this is how I was originally.
Welcome to.
Okay.
Hello.
Just my nose is not covered.
Technically,
is
because I
that-
know
are
this
you-
ship, I'm just gonna be like, "Hello, Slave One."
Like, I presume you are you have a bounty hunter sent to aid with this recovery.
Yes.
That's correct.
A little bit of backup's always needed sometimes.
Backup is good.
So I've so far managed to track them to a moon within the Mandalore system.
Okay.
Past that, I have very little information without compromising or letting them on to know that well, that someone's after them. I'm sure they know, but
We're gonna go
That's not
brighten up
away.
their day.
that's one way of putting it.
I think it's the
Be
best way.
taken in alive.
No disintegrations.
Well, if you'd rather, it might be smarter then if we go down to the moon and try and figure out, and try and get as much information as we can. You're a bit more high profile than we are, so it'll be a little bit harder for you to sneak around.
Do we want to sneak, or because I've got an idea?
You kind of sort of like
You've never seen Mandalorian armor. None of
No,
Bits
we
is
haven't.
the only one that's probably seen Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, because he's
Yep.
probably tangoed with.
It's so as soon as John
He's
Luke says
tangoed
that,
with Django.
Bits probably thinks in his head is like, wait, this guy's armor makes him blend in with these people though.
Hey Ben,
What?
he's tangoed with Django.
Yes, I heard you.
Just making sure.
It wasn't funny.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Yes, it
I think
was.
it was
You
alright,
you
Mike.
found it funny.
You know when you've been
It
Django.
wasn't. It,
Question
That was
is,
funny.
how kind of sneaky do we need to be? Because I have a
Are you
kind of an idea.
Are you talking to DM me or
DM.
Boba? Okay.
No, not DM you, not Boba you.
Okay, because I just need to know if I need to do that or not.
Just right, yeah. So how sneaky do we have to be? Because I have an idea, but I need the answer to this question first.
Your
if you-
choice.
Because obviously Boba is a high profile. If he's seen going down,
Like, he's recognizable to people within like the profession and stuff. Like the ship itself. Yes, he is high profile. He's a high profile-ish bounty hunter. But at the same time, he wears Mandalorian armor.
no one actually knows what he looks like, and very few people recognize it.
yeah. So, I mean,
But
he
I-
is
I'm not gonna
welcome
say-
here.
I'm not going to say neither here nor there in regards to how stealthy you're going to be because your choice.
Spoilers.
Dealer's choice.
Because technically, are we going to be welcome on Mandalore?
You're not going to Mandalore.
No one's welcome.
Well, we're not.
No,
We're in the Mandalore system.
You're in the Mandalore system. Technically, during this time, the Empire does have. So this is actually before the Second Civil War.
Okay.
This would be because Second Civil War was 2 BBY. So at this point, like, the Mandalores haven't like really pissed off the Empire.
Okay.
They're being compliant at the moment.
Gotcha. It's that between phase.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, the idea that I was gonna have, we don't really need to do. Because we should be okay. Going down. My question to you, Ben.
Okay.
Is there a Devil's Gambit? I know exactly what you're about to say. No.
What am I about to say, Michael?
Flip a destiny point, there could be a Devil's Gambit. I'm not flipping a destiny point. As much as I would like to see the Devil's Gambit franchised out across the galaxy, I don't think it's worth a destiny point at this point.
I kind of feel like we need to like create a website that just we need to take the URL for Devil's Gambit.
Devilsgambit.co.uk or
honestly,
Make a fake
.sw.
menu for it.
Make a fake Devil's Gambit menu. Do you know what? No. Do you know what we should do? We should rip off the Weatherspoons website and make it the Devil's Gambit. Well, because the Devil's Gambit is the Weatherspoons of Star Wars in our Legends campaign.
it's just a bit more
Spacey.
Wild West saloony sort of thing.
Yeah, and spacey.
So domain's free.
Is it actually?
.com is free.
So,
.co.uk cannot be reached.
do you know what we could do? You know what, that lovely community Minecraft server, that'll be the domain for that, is devilsgambit.com.
Yes.
That
Yes.
or rollthedie.com. Or .co.uk.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so if we I don't know what you prefer to go by. Is it Boba or Fett or Mr. Fett or whatever?
Mr. Boba.
Just call me Boba.
Boba.
Okay. Boba. If we get down on the ground, we'll start see if we can pick up a trail again. We can check the local markets or anywhere that he might be trying to find a fence for these.
Seeing as he's on a moon, I don't think there is no local markets from what I could see from that moon. The moon is
No established colony.
Have you
There's no
heard of
colony on that moon.
have you heard of an establishment called the Devil's Gambit?
Think for a moment, it's like I'm pretty sure I visited one in where was it? Corellia?
There's one in Corellia. Good to know. There's one in Coruscant and on Dantooine.
Oh yeah, you flipped the Destiny point for one on Coruscant, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, and we flipped one for Dantooine. No, we didn't. No,
No,
we didn't.
Dantooine-
You said that, and then we
Dantooine's
tried to franchise it 2 episodes later.
Yeah. You were like, oh my god, he said the name.
And then I went to franchise it. No, I flipped the Destiny point then to franchise it.
Franchise.
So do I have to flip a Destiny point for the one to be on Mandalore? Because we've already flipped the Destiny point to franchise.
There might not be a franchise on Mandalore. I
Mandalore's
let there be
pretty
a franchise on Coruscant.
Alright, let's move on.
Can we roll? Can we roll a force die to see if there's one?
Yes.
Oh, who wants to roll a force die? Shall I do
I
it?
roll the force die.
Charlie, no, let Charlie do it.
Ben,
I'll do it.
Charlie do it.
Two light side.
Yeah!
I rolled the dark side. Yeah, sure there is. Okay.
Good one,
Anyway.
Nice.
It's like,
Nice.
Best use of a light side. Force die.
Like, but going back to the plan, I haven't really managed to find out what it is we're trying to recover. I just feel that the description of security footage, we should be careful.
We've been told it's a crate of some sort.
Yes,
Do you think
it's
it could be
something
weapons?
contained in a crate.
Yeah. It's a crate phantom.
Potentially. I did a bit of digging. I did a bit of digging myself into trying to find who the to make life easier. To try and find who the people that put out this bounty. I believe I managed to discover. I just need. The bounty was authorized by Blast Tech Industries.
Blast Tech.
What? An unoriginal name.
Roll me
Roger,
education
Roger.
check, guys.
Education check.
Irene, yours gonna be a bit more difficult because you did foul you succeeded, but you got a threat,
But I've
so you
got
didn't
some
really
misinformation.
recognize the thingy.
I've got some misinformation.
How
Yeah,
hard, Ben?
so yours is gonna be two purple for everyone. Irene adds a setback.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, got a triumph.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Bit
One moment. Just checking something.
or
quickly.
not,
Okay, that's fine.
Momento.
1 triumph,
see.
5 success, 1 advantage.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
2 success and 1 advantage.
Nice. So Blastic Industries is one of the galaxy's top 3 arms manufacturers. Its main competitors being Merson and Sorosub. Blastech itself is the market leader in the manufacture of personal energy weapons and light artillery. Most famous for its blaster weapons, though the company has manufactured a number of starship weapons, including turbo lasers, ion cannons, and missiles.
What I would have pulled up all that information on a tablet. Would have scoured my database on the ship or on the data core.
No, I know I recognise that symbol now. It was on the side of the blaster cannon that we got ages ago.
Yes.
Rotary.
Yeah.
I think. Oh,
Yeah, when it loads up, it says Blastech Industries.
But the logo is very similar to Stark Industries.
I was going to say that when the Windows loads up.
so Boba, do you think we're dealing with arms dealers then, or smugglers?
The Huts.
I don't think they're smugglers per se, because this is stolen goods. But I don't know. Never trust these Mandalores. Never be sure what they're up to.
Well, we should be prepared for whatever it is. Do you have scanning equipment on your ship? Can you pick up anything from the moon?
From what I managed to pick up, there's no structures on it itself, but I've not got any deep scanners, so who knows what lies underneath the crust.
Around this point, I would have pulled up alongside the Slave One.
Okay.
Just to do something. Yeah, we don't have deep scanners either, do we? We just got our normal sensors.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way we're gonna have to do this is we're gonna have to fly down and take a look.
You're also going to have to jump into the system.
Thought we were at the system.
No, you're in the system next to the system.
Yeah, the coordinates were.
You're in
weren't
Vandermeer, not in the Mandalore system.
Oh yeah, of course we're in Bandamere. Right. Well, we can always go take a look if you want to follow us out, or we follow you out.
If you follow me out, so I can get there in pretty quick time.
Okay.
We can get there in
we'll
pretty
follow
quick time too.
We'll
This may
follow
look
your
like
lead.
a bucket, but we can move. Who's got the
Yeah,
superior hyperdrive stats? It is the Slave One, isn't it?
It's got to be the slave one.
Yeah. He's in a modified fire spray, so
Yeah.
yeah, his ones are a lot better. So
We'll head to the
guys
system.
jump to hyperspace into the Mandalore system.
Do you need me to make an astrogation check?
Yeah.
Any difficulty?
It's always one purple.
Always one purple. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter.
Till I say otherwise, astrogation is always one purple.
The fact John rolls so many freaking dice for it, like, there's no way.
I
it's
rolled
just-
5 proficiency. 4 success, 4 advantage.
Yep, you plot. Easy.
Suave.
You guys jump to the Mandalore system. Turn off.
Big one to see is like turn off transponders just while we're here.
Yep.
Keeps us on the DL.
Transponders offline.
You notice the transponders offline on the other craft as well.
We're going nice and quiet.
Yeah. So you guys heading towards. So Boba leads you towards the moon that you trace them to.
Because we're not on comms, I mean, John, if you can get to, I don't know how close we'd need to be.
We are on comms, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like I'm hushing the comms for a second. If I, is that like just I'm giving you a sign.
I've muted comms.
Muted. Okay. I mean, I don't know how close you'd need to get me, but if you get me close enough, I could probably see if I can sense anyone under the moon's surface.
You'd have to get really. You'd
It'd
have to be
in atmosphere.
We'd have to be
You'd have
really
to be
close.
on the moon.
We need to either be landed or like, I don't know, in a tunnel of some kind. That
Well, we can
We just
always
be really-
go down because we've got to go down anyway. We can before we leave the ship. We can do a quick magic hand.
I'll give it my best. I mean,
Notice the reference there.
Boba's good, but he's.
Do the magic hand thing.
I'm not. I don't have to use hand gestures for that one.
Have you seen The Mandalorian?
I mean, I have.
Do you remember
I
the
don't-
reference?
I don't know.
It's when, I can't remember. I can't remember his name, but he's asking Grogu to do do the magic hand thing when they're being, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys find somewhere.
We get the baby to do the magic hand thing.
You know Boba lands Flave 1 in the last known position on the moon.
Following
There's
down.
You notice it's sort of like near sort of like crater and some like mountains. Look at like some mountain
Ridges.
rocks.
Some ridges.
There's no.
Boba's like, I hope you have some breath masks and respirators. You're gonna need them.
Yeah, no, we've got some somewhere on board.
Do we?
No, you don't.
I'm sure we do.
Can I flip a destiny point so that we have basic respirators?
You can do.
Haven't I got a respirator on my person?
No,
No, they were on the old ship.
you've never bought one.
I've got a breathing mask.
Do you have a brief? Is that in your inventory?
That is in my inventory in my personal gear.
Okay, then you have one. Irene doesn't though.
Irene does not. I
Bits-
roll for.
And bits don't need one.
Nope.
Irene has flipped a destiny point, so she does.
Yep.
You
Yep.
guys don your breathing mask. Boba Fett with his helmet on, built in.
Of course. Of
he
course.
Comes out of the ship. You see this guy in green Mandalorian
Ben,
armor.
I would like to rectify, we haven't actually exited the ship yet.
Yeah, I meant when you do.
Okay.
But before we do that, Reese.
Okay. I don't. John, I don't know we're close enough. I'll give it a try. I'm gonna try and use sense. I can't use sense. I rolled 3 dark side.
Fuck.
What was the most you can sense out to?
Medium range. I can try again.
You can try again. I'm going to deduct 1 force point though.
Okay, that's fair. 4 light sides.
Nice.
That went from being really all bad to all good, like immediately.
Yes.
So yes, so I can spend 1 point to activate it and 1 point to increase the range.
Can you increase the range further with an extra point?
I do not have that upgrade.
Okay. It's nice to know that there is that upgrade. Obviously, I've not meddled with force powers in this, so it's nice to know that there's...
You're sensing up to medium range.
Yes, medium range.
You sense Boba Fett. You sense John Luke. You sense Bits. You sense Scotty. You sense Bone.
Did our droid sensed on this? Or...
You sense
Everything just sense.
bodies inside Slave One, potentially in carbonite. You don't really sense much else.
I mean, aside from us, Boba and the popsicles he's got on his ship, I think we're all right.
Wait, what
Can't
popsicles?
sense it. Oh, there's some people.
Bounties.
People on his ship. I'm assuming there are other bounties.
Does this guy just collect bounties?
He's Boba Fett. Do you not know who this guy is?
Well, I know that, but I thought they would have handed them in by now.
If you remember in The Mandalorian, he keeps
Oh, I
like
know.
those bounties for a while.
Yeah, John, some like pro bounty hunters are so good, they just keep multiple bounties on their ship and turn them in when they feel like it, or when they've done all their contracts. It usually because they're
One
so
big payout.
usually because they're so dangerous, most people don't fuck with them. This is one of those guys.
This is the guy.
Which is why,
And we're
which is why-
meddling with him.
Before we go out,
Oh.
it's why, John, I have to be very careful. I can't use my sabers. I can't use the force around him. I guarantee you, like, force sensitive or a Jedi. I'm not a Jedi, but I look like one to whoever's looking at me. Like, I guarantee you, there's a bounty out for people like that.
Considering Boba Fett also saw his father killed by Jedi. He has a hatred for them.
So, yeah, I'll be
And it
sticking.
shows in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, I love Rebels.
I will be sticking to the force. I'll be sticking to my fists, and I will be sticking to my spear,
Force enhanced.
which
And knives. You got my Kira's dagger.
I do still have a vibrator. I actually don't have the spear. The spear is gone. I've got rid of it. I remember getting rid of it.
Yeah, I remember you getting rid of the spear.
Yeah. I sold the spear ages ago. Just because
I mean, I can always hand you my heavy blaster.
I have a blaster pistol, actually.
Good to know.
Is it as good as his heavy blaster though?
Probably not.
No.
Because mine's
it's
modified.
not. I also don't have a very good ranged light skill, so it's probably not a good idea to give
No,
me...
I upgraded my a lot of my light and heavy because obviously the Dragoon pistol.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys? How are you leaving?
I'll
Are
just
you
put the
leaving all
reference-
those bits on board?
I am taking this... I'm taking my good saber. I'm taking Jara's saber with me. I'm keeping it in my backpack, though. It's not on my person.
Is it connected together at the moment?
It is connected, yes.
Okay.
And then the rest of it's going, and then your other saber's going in smuggling compartments.
Yes.
Okay. Easily done. Then you come out.
We greet Boba Fett.
You see Boba Fett just standing at the foot of this sort of like rocky area, just sort of like feeling the rocks, trying to. It's like feels like it just seems to be like looking around.
Hello.
He just turns. He's like, oh, took your time.
We were gearing up.
Let's get some stuff right.
If you, well,
Dusting off the rest.
I'll do
Anything.
First time
Oh,
meeting
no,
a Mandalorian.
A what? He doesn't know what you're talking about. He's like, I'm
A
not a
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian. This was my father's armor.
Was he a Mandalorian?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because that armor looks very.
You
Have
Um,
you ever seen? Has John Luke ever seen Mandalorian armor?
He knows about them. He hasn't specifically seen them.
I don't think he would have. No, he would know what they look like then.
oh, you could always roll for it.
I could.
Flip a destiny point for the knowledge.
Fuck off.
Give Ben all of the evil points.
Yeah, fuck off.
Guys, if you're rolling knowledge edgy, if you're rolling knowledge lore, which would be that, because you'd have no business in knowing that. That's 5 red.
It's five, I don't even have 5 red dice.
Re-roll one of the reds
Alright.
after making note of it. If it's a blank one, even better. Yeah, knowledge lore.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm looking back and forth at John asking all these probing questions to the very dangerous man with a gun and flamethrower and missile pack. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you asking him? He looks like he's looking for something to try and find something. He mentions to you that he that the ground seems to have been disturbed around here for some
I'm gonna
reason.
see.
He's trying to
I'm gonna see
locate.
I'll see if I can find any cracks or openings, or maybe even some tracks that might, like surface tracks that might lead somewhere.
Roll me perception.
I can roll perception. I'm so glad I upped my cunning.
I'm gonna say 3 purple.
Okay.
I'm gonna upgrade a purple to a red.
Monster.
Are you
flipped mine.
flipping destiny points?
Roll on your lore check, Mike.
So I succeed. But I did get 2 to spare. But I did get a triumph.
One sec. You got 2 despairs.
2 to spare.
Your despair, your triumph is that. I don't know. Hang on.
This is
So
quite. This is quite difficult, isn't it?
Like extreme misinformation or outright falsehoods.
Okay.
So
Mandalorians can breathe fire.
I'm gonna actually say that the misinformation or falsehood is like you don't believe this to be Mandalorian armor.
Okay.
Like you believe it to be old armor from like
From
maybe
many
like
moons ago.
maybe like the Republic era, but you don't know. You don't know about Mandalore.
Okay.
Your triumph is you know it's old like your triumph is you know it's old armor. But
This
your
armor be
two
old.
despairs is like you don't know anything about Mandalorian armor
Okay.
or anything.
This armor be old.
I've seen Mandalorian armor, and this isn't it.
Like we're talking
What's up?
Republic era old.
Yes. What did you roll on perception, Reese?
7 success, 2 threat.
Okay. So you managed to find sort of a crack and stuff. The threat is you don't know how to open it. You can't see a way to open it. You can find sort of a partition in the ground potentially where.
Boba, over here, I've got some disturbed earth over here. A couple of cracks, partitions. I got no idea.
The exact sort of area.
I don't know if it's necessarily where they went or any sign that they're here, but it doesn't look natural. I don't know how to get around it though.
Maybe we can.
Force it open. With enough
Force.
Do you have any explosives?
I mean,
not be a good idea, especially if we don't want to alert them instantly.
What do you suggest?
It's like we've got these and then flexes.
Do you want to give it a try then, Droid?
Hey, This ain't any old droid. This is B1T5.
I'm
Wow.
gonna need you to athletics check.
Can I
Nice.
assist Bits with the athletics to make it a boost? Give him a boost.
Boba is also going to assist with the athletics to give.
I
him
will also assist with the athletics check.
So all three of you, all four of you even, are trying to open
A door.
Open this up. This is like on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's like.
What's the difficulty?
3 purple, but I'm flipping.
So 2 purple and a red.
2 purple and a red.
Okay.
I'm flipping because we're getting near the end.
I mean, I could use the force for this, but
And the count
You
of
could
3.
technically use the force for this.
You could use force enhance.
the thing is, if I literally rip open the ground with my bare hands, that looks a bit.
You don't
So-
have to rip open the ground. You can just make it seem like Bits opens it using force move.
How? So I could do that.
This door is 1 silhouette bigger than you.
Okay. Hang on. I'm just going to check something because I cannot do that. Actually, I can do this. Yeah, I'll give.
Roll with 1 less boost then, with 2 boost.
Okay.
I will
I
roll.
want you to roll still.
I can successfully.
3 successes and 3 advantages.
I can also use move to open it as well.
Okay. I'm still going to make you roll it as well, Bruce.
Oh, what, the athletics check?
Your move.
Okay.
Your move.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. I got 3 light sides, so I can use move.
Okay. Yeah, so Bits, you managed to sort of pry it open, but you can feel the resistance of it trying to shut. And then you feel it give a bit as Irene.
It suddenly feels magically lighter, and I just have to
Bruce,
like
roll
go
me a
along with it.
stealth check quickly.
Yes, I can roll stealth.
With 2 perps.
You can stealth if you want to.
Just to clarify,
Can you
Boba's
use the
not
force
immune
enhance?
Because they're direct. Because he's distracted.
Boba's not immune to force powers, is he?
No, this is just for him to not see this happen.
Okay.
This is so you can disguise your hand movement.
Okay, well, no, it's just I get a boost if he's. I have a new perk.
Cool.
A new perk.
3 success, 3 advantage.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you managed to be subtle with it. But yeah, so you feel it give a bit more bits, and then you manage to like pull it open and like get it locked in place. Like temporarily, so you'd have enough time to get in. The area it walks down to kind of seems like an airlock.
We should move fast. I don't think Bits can hold this forever.
Let's move in. Slow. Quick slow moving.
You get in and
I'm getting the blaster pistol out at this point.
the camera watches you guys walk in from from the outside. So first off, like as you pull it open, the camera is on the inside, seeing the light, seeing just sort of like you guys like appear like that. So it's like this is the doors, like the camera that appears like that. My face being the camera.
Your face.
And then as you go down, as you all start to like go down, you're more of a distance wide angle shot of both the ships, and you four going down into there.
Mm-hmm.
As you get in, you guys like you notice the doors quite nicely shut. They don't slam shut, but you notice that from the inside. But the camera's still on the outside. It sees Bits go in, and then the door shut behind it, and fades to black.
Copyright.
Bit.
Burp.
Burp,
Burp, burp.
burp, burp.
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway.
good episode.
Mm.
Thank you to everyone for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you, indeed.
everybody. It's been so good to
Thank
have
you,
you,
everyone.
We
Are
are.
we Raid anyone?
Is there anyone streaming at the moment?
Let's have a look.
There's always people streaming.
Let's look under D&D.
Not that there's many people watching.
Oh, there's a few.
Well, probably I think 2 of them are bots.
No.
Hmm.
They would never.
Because the only ones that I know that aren't bots is Esther and Reaper Angel.
I mean, I'm technically watching as well.
Oh yeah, we've got the mods as well. Which is you guys.
Yeah, so there probably are 6 people watching. So 4 of them are us.
They never said you couldn't count yourselves.
True, I mean, we
Still
technically... Also, I'm counted as a viewer. Because I'm
Yep.
viewing the chat.
There's nothing really interesting.
Nothing really
Nah.
on. No worries. Well, we're not going to raid. That's fine. But
we will save the raid for another time.
We haven't
will
really
save the
got
raid.
to even be worth it.
What we'll do as well in the next few days, we will have the announcements and the updates for the 1-year giveaway.
Also, Mike will put the announcements for what
The
the
rewards are in announcements.
in the proper announcement count. But
Yes.
anyway, thank you everyone for watching.
And stay tuned.
A
for-
lovely evening, night, morning, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day you're watching this, whenever you are watching this, if you are watching on YouTube.
Whenever,
Maybe-
wherever,
Maybe you're watching it at night before you go to
whenever,
bed.
wherever.
Maybe you're
Um,
doing,
maybe
maybe you're doing
awesome.
homework. Maybe
All
you're
of
on the
you.
toilet.
May the fourth
Are
be
you
with
on
you.
the toilet?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.